This playthrough is rated T for teen. Well, greetings and salutations, viewers. The mail's come in, and well, we got another first impressions video with Respawn's um, uh, new Jedi game or Star Wars game. Now I just forgot the name, even though I just saw it. Fallen Jedi Fallen Order. There we go. That's the ticket. Oh man. Well, all I know about this game is obviously, from what I've heard, this game is very popular. Well, I don't know if it's super popular, but it did do pretty well, and people have had kind of mixed feelings about. I am using headphones, but I'd rather consider it stereo speakers for the purposes of that. But I heard this did really well. And this pleased people who were not a fan of what happened with Star Wars Battlefront 2 and the other games of Star Wars franchise that EA has taken over and done with. And for those who have not been fans of the movies, this is something to placate them for maybe a bit more fun than what the movies have to offer. Now, I don't know what your opinions are, and I'm not here to debate whether they're good or not. Just saying, some people didn't like them and some people did. So I'm on the half that didn't like it, but I'm not here to my view is better and all this. I'm just that's just how I feel about that. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to kind of give a general idea of what this game is about. Really, all I know about this game is that supposedly it's Dark Soulsy, from what I heard. Now that's an interesting twist to have a Star Wars game about a Jedi that plays like Dark Souls. Dark Souls, the whole resting at a campfire, whatever, resets enemies you have to go through, and you have to learn attack patterns and stuff like that to beat them. So it'll be interesting to play a Jedi that isn't just straight up OP, that actually has to work and fight and everything through that. So let's see what all the praise is about in this game. Let's start a new journey. Alright, what do we got? Story mode. So players don't want to focus more on the story. I'd rather have I'm more of a new normal mode type of guy. So Jedi Knight players are new to melee. I've played these before, or maybe as a Dark Souls player, maybe I could go master. Let's see, who are familiar with melee action games and desire challenge? I don't really want a super challenge. Yeah, it looks like it probably maybe slows down your parry time or whatever to figure it out and don't get as much damage or aggression. So, yeah, Jedi Master is probably normal mode for Dark Souls players, and Jedi Knights for those who maybe aren't aware of those types of games, but maybe want something with a decent challenge. I'm definitely not going Grandmaster, that's for sure. Yeah, let's just do what's considered probably normal difficulty, even though I'm not a master. But and I think this is supposed to take place after Order 66 from the third movie, I think. But you don't quote me on this until we actually play it. I try not to super read about a game before I play it, but this is supposed to be first impressions, so I'm just saying, is this game worth keeping? From what a lot of people have said online, generally speaking. And like I said, I don't read everything. I just got a general census of people's ideas through ratings boards and stuff like that. But yeah, I try not to go super detailed into it. So.
upset your rhythm, Cal, but the boss wants a word. It'll be good for us. Here he is, Chief.
But the robot's the boss?
An error has been detected on line 10A. All our clamps are jammed. I need 2 workers to climb up and secure the cables.
That's not an easy maneuver.
The guild will double your pay for this shift.
Come on, Cal. What's your score? That couldn't hurt. Huh?
Okay.
All right, let's go.
Get to work.
It looks like this is a tutorial level. The guy who plays
I'm right behind you.
the guy who plays Prof doesn't look like a race I'm familiar with, but then again, you could easily just add more. I need to turn off vibration. I must have missed that somewhere. Because my controller was rumbling, and I'm like, I don't like that at all. Seriously? There's no turn off vibrations function? Aberration, film grain. Yeah, I'm fine with all that. Difficulty. Maybe I can go down further. Nope. How about down here? There we go. I was about to say, why would you let people leave vibration on, you know? I hate that. Anyway, let's mess with the tutorial level. So I guess we're playing a man named Cal working on, let's say, some Star Destroyers or something like that for the Empire. Are they the Empire at this point? Because it isn't till the 4th movie till they're like officially. I think it's the 4th movie because isn't it the beginning of the movie A New Hope? It's Admiral Tarkin talks about the abolishing of the Senate and everything like that, and basically creating an empire.
Fierce. Yet be more than a few years old. Yeah, aged worse than you did though. Yes, you can't stop progress.
So far, the game, it looks like it runs pretty smoothly for the most part. Although I am playing at the time of this recording, the latest it's already updated and patched and everything, so I'm not playing a day 1 original, so I don't know.
Don't worry about it.
Can't spend money if you're dead.
And then crazy riggers can't seem to understand that.
You should get that checked out.
It's coronavirus! I mean, yeah, I probably dated this by saying that reference. Well, I don't know if I call it a reference. It is a global thing right now, so it's not something you can completely avoid.
You say that every time.
That's a
Remember
chiss.
the old days when the guild serviced our gear?
Right.
Yeah, those were the days.
This Imperial contract is Bantha Poodoo. Got us paying to maintain our
Nope, they
own
cursed.
Hey, clamp it. You never know when one of those droids are listening.
I don't know if I'll listen to every single conversation, but alright. Yeah, I'm trying to recognize. I feel like I've seen his race before somewhere. But then again, they could have easily created one. But why? With so many different races in Star Wars, why not just use ones that have already been established, you know? Yeah, some people want to put their own twist and spin on the series, and it is a universe. Who knows how many different races we've never seen.
Separatist ship. Haven't seen a Luke or Hulk in ages.
Yeah. Ages.
Breaking her will be big money.
This must be a scrapyard or something like that.
All right, let's go.
Oh yeah, that's a Trade Federation ship. Yeah, despite my grumblings about the new movies, I have seen the prequels. I mean, well, I appreciate the prequels a little bit better. I'm not saying they're great. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know. I think they flowed a bit better as a story, even if you didn't like them. You could tell that there was an overarching plot to them. But with the newer ones, Bantha Poodoo.
Yeah, I'm good. Ladder's out, though. Gonna have to find another way.
Yeah, no problem. I'll improvise.
See you there, pal.
I assume we're not actually. Well, actually, we could already be a Jedi. We're just pretending not to be. I was thinking for a second maybe we just haven't earned our powers, but maybe. Well, it could be one of those two things. It could be either we're already a Jedi. We're just hiding out because of what's. If you haven't watched the movie, spoilers.
Discharge immediately. You are not approved trash.
And trash?
Well, I am a
It's not
ginger,
approved
so.
trash.
Oh no, am I? Actually, am I a redhead? It kind of looks like I'm a redhead, but then sometimes it looks like my hair is blondish or brownish. Let's see if I can get it closer. It kind of looks red. Yeah, So I have to. No, sorry. That was uncalled for. Sorry. No, you just don't have souls when you're ginger. Sorry. Or vampires. Oh, we gotta jump on that. I wonder if there's there's probably a dash button. I didn't actually look at the controls when I was. I'm usually one of those people that tries to intrinsically figure out my controls. Because like circles like dodge, you can tell there's the dodge function, jumping. Square is probably attack. Triangle is probably heavy attack. Shoulder buttons don't do anything yet. They're probably maybe force powers or something like that. Spoilers, force powers are involved in this Jedi game. Surprise, surprise. Yeah, too bad we never got Star Wars like 1313 or that game series that the lady who worked on. I kind of feel bad for not remembering the name. The lady who worked on Uncharted, who did like the story writing boarding for it or something like that. Okay, L2 is for climbing. She had a game in the works, like an open world Star Wars game that got canceled by EA. So we missed out on 2 games for this one. Hopefully this one, lives up for it. But I would have loved to have seen 1313. I think it was 1313. It might have been a different name. And the open world Jedi, especially by the person who did Uncharted. Those games are awesome. Where do we go now? I must have missed it. Is there a rope somewhere that I'm missing? Uh-oh. The game probably told me what I'm supposed to... Oh, here we go. I was like, the game probably told me and I wasn't paying attention. Okay, so anything with like a little marking on it, probably kind of like... I forgot what game it is that does that too, where it pretty much tells you...
Good to see you.
You too. Don't get yourself killed.
That's the idea.
No! Don't get yourself killed. I didn't even mean to do that, folks. It was a complete accident. Okay. So, is the blue bar supposed to be my health? Because it looks like I did straight up die. So it's not so much Dark Souls that if I fall off a cliff, I immediately have to like lose all my life. But not saying it should be. I'm just so used to Dark Souls gameplay that like if someone says it's Dark Souls, I expect the same conveniences or conventions for all of that.
Sounds like scrap rats. Creepy. Just passing through, guys. No need to come out and say hi this time.
I'd probably say the Dark Souls just series or their games or Soul Software or whatever. Those have probably been my favorite like modern games to date. Frankly, to tell you the truth. Like there's been some games around and all that, but I'll admit that I don't know, just something about the Souls games, the way they play and everything like that of just
I'll meet you at the clamps.
Sounds good. Be there soon.
at least they're my favorite like I guess you call them AAA titles, high impact titles, and that's not counting like like indie games and stuff like that. Because I don't know, I've been kind of I assume I was supposed to move while the thing, but I've been disheartened by like a lot of AAA games in the years of my life. I don't know, just maybe the way the design, maybe a lot of them have become cookie cutter.
Huh?
How'd I get here? I don't know. But I don't know, just because a lot of game studios don't try to do different things anymore. It's like if it's not a shooter or a looter shooter or something like that, then boo for you for making anything other than that. So we never get high quality. Well, I forgot to press L2. Whoops. I forgot L2 is the grip. So you drop and then re-grip. There we go. Then again, how can I say that when a lot of Dark Souls games are similar gameplay? But I don't know. I think it's just because different environment. I mean, there's been the Dark Souls game. There's been Bloodborne, which is a completely different world and story. And actually, the gameplay is slightly different in that one. And then there's Sekiro, which that game is awesome, but that game is a son of a punk in terms of difficult. Well, it was difficult until I figured out how I was actually supposed to play it, because I kept playing it like a standard Souls game, and then I realized that I needed to change my play style up a bit. And then I wouldn't say it became easier, it became, I figured it out, so it became less difficult in the obvious way. So I guess I'm supposed to go. Maybe I'm supposed to stop, jump on. Oh, climb this. The obvious is obvious. Look at that. But yeah, this is, if they mention Separatists, this has got to be after the third movie. Probably out of all of the prequels, I'd probably say the third one's probably the best, and that's not saying much.
Start cutting this wing.
After me!
I'm working as fast as I can.
I guess I could have still been walking while they were talking. They probably would have still talked, and I wouldn't have to wait for them to finish, you know. And it's not like they're saying anything that great. It's more just like grumble.
Cal, use the manual override lever below.
What is that? I know. My character knows who it is, but I, the player, do not. No. Okay. Yeah, I've noticed anything that has a hole. Okay.
Got it.
I assume it's just going to do that every time.
Hold on. All right, clamp secured.
But yeah, I assume anytime we need it.
Okay?
Whoops.
Still here.
Give me a fright there, pal.
Anyway, okay. Keep going. But yeah, I assume anytime the game I need to do something, the game will just give me a prompt. So if I forget,
Done. Hang on, I got this.
you got it.
We're done. Get out up here.
I'm gonna play long enough to maybe till we get to maybe some
Come take a
combat
look
or
at this.
something.
It's a Jedi fighter. What a score! It's a real scrapper's payday. I mean, this thing's been here, what, 4 years?
5.
Whoever flew this went down in a blaze of glory. Those Jedi. Real tragedy. Yeah, I've always said they couldn't all be traitors.
Yeah, maybe.
Guess it's just our lucky day. Empire's gonna get a lot of good material out of it. Yeah, here we are, scrapping these ships from the war just so they can turn around and make new ones. What a racket, huh? All of us risking our necks for the bosses. And the pay was better back during the Republic, too.
Hey, you really should watch what you say.
Well, listen to me. Find us free like this, it'll be your ticket off this soggy rock.
What makes you think I want out of here?
Come on, Cal, you're a young guy. You don't end up like me. Eventually, you gotta move on and live your life. Find your destiny.
Whatever you say. Hey, we should get back down.
You're not listening to me, though. Who's that?
Well, we're dead. I mean, this thing's basically collapsing on the whole. Oh, no, take it. Or maybe take it. It's a sliding video. Oh, we survived by accidentally getting caught.
Prof, you okay?
Cal! I can't climb up!
Prof, just hang on.
I'm slipping!
No, don't let go.
I can't hold on!
Prof, no!
What happens if you don't do anything? Oh, I assume it's just game over or redo. Okay. I was just wondering.
I can't climb up!
I assume it was gonna like reset because you have to do it to start the story.
I can't hold on!
Prof,
I use the Force. Now, see, this makes sense. Like the force, like push and pulling force abilities.
I'm all right. Just pin down.
pilot's gone. I'll get us out of here. Just hang on.
Watch out, Cal!
Look out! This thing is barely flying. Hold on! You all right?
Yeah. Okay,
We gotta move. Come on.
hell happened? What was that back there? Was that you? Well, that was the Force, wasn't it?
Just forget what you saw, okay? Please
No,
trust
but
me.
I've seen the stories. I've heard it. There's
Prof,
bounties out on people
I
like
know. I know.
you. Yeah, we're ready. We need to be careful. Yeah.
So he is a Jedi that's basically in hiding, basically, after Order 66. I don't know, I kind of wish... I'm kind of more of a fan of the idea that all the Jedi died during Order 66 except for the 2 or 3, like Obi-Wan and Yoda survived. I don't know, I feel like that makes it more intense, that there was only a handful left after that. But...
Good. Yeah, you?
Yeah.
Cal, I've been working with you some time now. I've never seen you do anything like that before. We've been through some hell together. So, I know the risk that you took for me. I don't know how to repay you.
Don't mention it. I mean it.
Oh, you don't have to worry about me. This place, it's not safe. Maybe you should, disappear.
Just gonna head back to my place, grab my bag. Tappers owes me a favor.
I heard he was up on Mount Shadowah.
Yeah. You won't be seeing me for a while, Prof.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay, Cal.
Huh. He just disappeared like a gosh darn Jack in the Box. Where'd you go, Prof? Prof, or whatever his name is? I'm gonna get to look around. But yeah, I don't know. That's probably one of the few things I didn't like about the extended universe that they did after the 4, 5, and 6 is that after Order 66, like every Tom, Dick, and Harry like Jedi somehow survived. It seemed like, because if you read the extended story, it was originally supposed to be all of them are dead, and then all of a sudden there's like 20 that survived. You're like, well, then what was at some point it's just, I mean, I know there's more Jedi than just 20, and only being 20 left is, a big deal, but I don't know, I felt like it should have just been Obi-Wan and Yoda, and maybe like another character, but
Prof, wait up.
But it doesn't annoy me that much. It's just one of those things. Oh, we're having it's gotta be a dream. We're dreaming things. We're dreading Force dreams. Come back here. You've got my secret. I need to murder you. I mean, hug you with my lightsaber. Hmm? Hey, open up. Well, that ain't working. Well, this is nice and clean. Hey, R2-D2, or R-Do-3, whatever. Or R series that's not the same designation. Ugh. I better run. If I walk, the movie will be over. Or the game. Uh-oh. Ah.
Apprentice, mark well and listen.
Master.
Trust only in the Force.
That's the race that was introduced in Star Wars Rebels.
Train has stopped.
Yeah. Something's going on.
I forgot what they named.
Everybody up.
Sorry.
Identification ready.
Don't worry, they're just stormtroopers. They can't hit the broadside of a barn.
Move out and line up.
Probably just another contraband inspection.
Yeah, probably someone snitched on a. Someone saw Cal and his force powers, and they're like, oh. Yeah. Elite troops, or dark troopers. Does anyone remember Star Wars Dark Forces? I like those games. They're definitely old school, that's for sure. Or maybe that's an homage to the Dark Troopers or something. Actually, are those the Knights of Ren? Well, it either reminds me of the Dark Troopers or Knights of Ren. Which, I'm not a big fan of the Knights of Ren. Mainly because it's a new modern thing, and I'm like, yeah, new stuff is bad.
Is this all of them?
Yes, second sister.
We
Sounds
seek
like
a
a cult.
dangerous fugitive. This is no common anarchist, but a devotee of the treasonous Jedi Order. Failure to turn over this traitor will result in a charge of sedition.
Actually, these kind of reminds me of Inquisitors from Star Wars Rebels.
Or everyone present shall face summary execution.
Oh, good lord. Everyone dies just because they think that someone's here?
It's time someone came forward. I've been working on this heap a long time. Way before the war. We refit and rebuilt ships. Best in the galaxy. Then came the Empire. And engineers became scrappers. The workers, they just started getting worked.
Prof.
We all know the truth. We're just too afraid to say it. To the Empire, we're all just expendable.
Yes, you are.
No!
Look at this. A lightsaber.
I found the Jedi!
Well, that was a weird transition from cutscene to gameplay.
Checking out the disturbance.
Oh, that hurts.
Hold it. Don't move. How'd you get here?
No, it's
See
fine.
now.
We're all good.
Stowaway.
Hey, you don't need to call this in.
Quiet. This is TK-8190. Repeat, did you say Jedi? Copy that. I've got the traitor here.
I wonder if anything happens if we just wait. Yeah, I don't want to wait too long, so. Okay, let's kill them.
Shouldn't have come here.
If I knew the Jedi fighting styles like off the top of my head, I would guess what that is. But unfortunately, I only know that there's 8 forms of lightsaber combat, and that's more extended universe. Or if you buy the, or if you read any of the encyclopedia stuff. Actually, no, I don't think it's extended. Well, maybe some of the stuff is extended universe, but I think in the compendium or whatever you want to call it.
It won't get past us.
So if you get shot at, you can press L1 to hold blaster or deflect blaster rolls. That's cool. Makes sense that like it kind of makes sense that basic. Oh, okay, you have to hit it. Like there we go. Just have to kind of figure it out. Ah, whoa. That's kind of neat. Ow. Yeah, it kind of makes sense that basic Jedi or Stormtroopers are one-shot kills, but I bet later on they'll will probably fight stronger units like those Inquisitors or whatever they're called. I think they're Inquisitors because I think this game was made before the 9th movie. And even then in that movie, they were kind of just there. They didn't really do anything. Not really. I don't know, I was just disappointed by that movie. But I'm not here to talk about what I hate, so I'm here to talk about what I think. And so far, I like what I see. I guess I can jump forward and grab. There we go. But yeah, I'm liking so far what I'm. But yeah, his master or whatever that was in the dream, I forgot what they're called. They were based on early concept design by Lucas that was never seen in the movies, but they were kind of like versions of Wookiees, or what the Wookiees were going to look like before they became what Chewbacca was. But I forgot their names now. But
I chose to rest instead. That's how I prepare. That's how you prepare for death. Rest when you're dead, Stormtrooper.
Those Stormtroopers look like the ones you see on well, no, I guess because apparently there's a Stormtrooper for everything, basically. But anyway, but yeah, they decided to use the concept design for. Okay, so you press R1 and then gotcha. Did you hear? Oh, okay. Looks like our first enemies that have weapons that can block. Okay, so I'm gonna have to learn to play Master Mode. I'm gonna have to learn how to parry because they can. Yeah. Because they got stun batons. So, okay. Wait, why would I need to? You know, you think with how much I've played Dark Souls, you think I'd be great at parrying. Actually, parrying is probably like one of the few things I'm actually not that great at. But it seems to be. It doesn't seem to be as difficult in this game, despite my misgivings about it being Dark Souls. There we go. Nice. Kind of reminds me of Force Unleashed. Oh! There we go. That was a fun game. That was an extreme Star Wars game. I mean, are we... Okay, am I supposed to be doing something specific? Okay, we died, but...
That's that.
Because they kept... Well, I'm respawning, yeah, but the enemies kept respawning. I wonder if I was supposed to do something with them. Or maybe I'm just supposed to keep fighting them. I doubt that. It's probably supposed to... They're there to teach me how to parry attacks. Yeah, either I guess these stun batons work, or whatever General Grievous, his droids had, could also block sabers as well as vibro blades. If you play the old Republic games, those had weapons that could block lightsaber.
Stay back.
Maybe I just have to keep going forward. Maybe I'm supposed to push him into that thing? Oh, maybe it just wants me to block, not even counter. Okay, I was trying to be too good, you know. Okay, but anyway. Yeah, then we parry. Well, that's kind of dumb. Like, if I can just beat them, I don't need to like. Whatever. Slowing it. Oh, okay. We use force powers to like force push or something. Oh, okay. That's cool. Yeah, you'll catch me in the force or whatever. Okay, R1 to slow things in blue. Then I can. I guess it'd be force stun or something like that. Okay, maybe I have to hold it down. Oh, am I supposed to climb it? Oh, okay, gotcha. That makes sense. That was smart. I was talking about. Oh yeah, they use the. Ow. Ah, nuts. Not doing so well here. Oh man, it kind of reminds me back of the days of Jedi Outcast and the Jedi Academy, which are actually, you can actually buy those now on a PlayStation Store, I think. Oh, okay. So there's a jump kill ability. At least the game kind of shows me it, just in case if I forgot or whatever. Okay, climb back up. Oh. What am I supposed to drop? Oh. Oh, well, I was trying to climb those before, but it wouldn't. Man. Maybe that's just me just being too quick in the draw or whatever. But yeah, the race that was supposed to be the Wookiees, I forgot what they're called now, but yeah, when they did Star Wars Rebels, they took some of the old ideas out from Lucas's art book and decided to use them as one of their crew members for the, was it the Lion or whatever? I only saw the first season, which I mean I liked what I saw. But whoops, I keep pressing the shoulder button when I want to. Stop it. There we go. Yeah. Oh, okay. Damage enemies too. Okay.
I'll never stop.
God, why do I keep pressing the? It's because I'm so used to Dark Souls that you attack with the shoulder buttons in those, so I keep wanting to press R1 after I block, you know, for some reason. Just a bad habit, I guess. Okay. Oh, we're supposed to go through here. It makes sense we can't use our force powers all the time because we're not a fully trained. We're like still, I guess from the vision, he might have still been an apprentice before 4066, so he's not full-on Jedi Master, Grandmaster type of thing. Like we're just
Get to the front. Stop the train.
We're still a Padawan in terms of skill. That's what I'm assuming anyway. I mean, we don't know for sure yet.
Oh no! Need cover.
That's not good.
Gotta move in between bursts. Now.
Okay, so we hold down? Okay, we hold it down. So there was a sprint, I just had to hold down the button. If I like that, I would have rather held down the jump button instead. I mean, nothing wrong with it, I'm just so used to games that if you have like a dodge or jump button, then usually you hold that down. Charge through or whatever.
Faster!
Must go faster, must go faster!
Here, I'm ready for you.
Oh, friendly fire indeed. These are getting bad either. Definitely as a Star Wars. Uh-oh.
He shot the coupling out.
I guess go under.
Gotta get down!
I'm gonna get down. Calm down, Cal. It's almost like you're dying. See, you got this. Quit being such a baby.
Whoa!
Oh,
this is bad.
Gotta run.
Only way is up.
Keep going! Climb as slowly as fast as you can. To the top! Whoa. Yep, was this game Uncharted inspired? Because Uncharted's got some pretty crazy climbing in it. It's almost like the universe is trying to kill you type of like climbing and crap going down. Then again, it wouldn't be an action game if crap like this didn't happen every second. Still. Well, we're dead. Huh? What the? Who's that?
We're here to help!
Who are you?
No time! Keep moving! We'll pick you up when we can!
Why did you lower the thing down if you could, like, well, looks like we got some help. Hopefully they're not rebel scum. Alright, at least it's nice to know we got some allies. I wonder if this game's considered canon now or something like that. Well, depending on what happens to it, it could easily be canon, you know, without, if it does anything, it doesn't do anything too bad. But we'll find out. Well, I mean, I'll find out. I'm only going to play it for so long. Usually I play these games for about an hour. I probably should be playing it for less, just, I mean, but I want to get past, like, the first section of the game, I guess. Because I assume him escaping from this is the first area of the game. I'm almost dead, though. Ow! Press the square button to attack. Don't freaking press the shoulder button. Sheesh. Yeah, some of the times are kind of nasty, actually. These guys, too.
Okay. I missed him.
I'm not doing the parrying perfectly, but I'm getting nuts. I got blaster bolted, or I got hit by one or the other. So I'm not doing too bad on the parrying. Could do better, but since we're at the beginning of the game, we're not in the open world section of the game yet. We don't have to worry about. I assume we don't have to worry about experience points or anything like that until we actually get past this section, because this seems to be the kind of the tutorial start section of the game. I heard it opens up after a point, and that's when it becomes Dark Soulsy. But at this point, we just have to kind of survive. And I am playing Jedi. Was it Master Mode or whatever? So I gotta assume that they're maybe throwing more enemies at me than I expected. Nuts. Press the Can't remember I have force powers too. If I need to stun him, I can. Oh no! Blaster bolts of evil. Shoulder buttons. Nuts. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get used to it. It's because I'm getting attacked by like one side. I wonder if I can do anything with that. Maybe or if I'm just, I'm probably supposed to avoid him and go in between the boxes and fight the people while I'm being protected from that, I bet. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, that's what you get when you put it on a harder difficulty. Good thing I didn't put it on the top difficulty. Yeesh. I probably would have been having a bad day. Then again, I have beaten Dark Souls on the harder mode, so, which, I mean, there's not really a difficulty setting on Dark Souls per se. It's how, well, actually, it depends on which version of the game you play. Because Dark Souls, for the most part, they got harder. They got harder. Can you actually do anything about that? Oh, you could. I just wasn't doing anything about it because I wasn't looking. Okay. So, and then we. Nice. Oh, but there's. There we go, got rid of those guys. Oh, come on! I'm always dead again. Man, I've got some work to do if I'm going to be able to beat this game on Master Mode. I mean, I've died a few times, but I probably would have died more if I hadn't played games like these before.
What now?
I'm not saying I'm expert at games, I'm just saying.
Train stuff?
Well, hopefully I have my ticket.
This can't be good.
Oh. Oh. Use your sliding Jedi powers. The powers of slide. Of grooving and a moving.
Shut down! Hold on!
Cal can't catch a break. Oh! That was there. The droid's like, yeah, you enslave our kind! Actually, technically, robots are technically enslaved in the Jedi or Star Wars universe. And they've got no rights either.
Going somewhere?
I took a wrong turn in Albuquerque. Can you point me back to that?
I recognize that stance. Perhaps you've had some training after all. Who was your master? Padawan? Someone I killed, perhaps? What Jedi gave their life so that you might live?
Well, I guess nothing in this case. Okay, so our first boss fight, I guess. Oh, nuts. Oh, nope. Yeah, I'm trying to do the... Oh, evade. Okay, so attacks like... so her jumping attack is unblockable.
I will destroy you.
So she jumps. I have to be careful about that. I'm not doing too good so far. let me tell you. See, I'm almost dead already. Although I don't think I'm super beatable. Square to win! Square to win! You're not gonna get me, sister. Yeah, listen to the crazy bug-eyed lady. Yeesh. Yeah, I know Darth Vader, you ain't, lady. Yeah, don't shoot a person that's like bolts. Oh, that's a shit trick. Get her off this thing. There you go. Perhaps you should put that lightsaber away, dude. You're gonna cut someone.
Okay, shut that thing off and grab some seat.
Thanks for the help. But who are you people?
My name is Seer Junda, and this is my captain, Grease Dritus.
How you doing? Yeah, the Mantis is my ship, but you better pay attention to this lady here.
So, who are you?
Cal Kestis. Who was that back there?
An Imperial Inquisitor. She's a Force user hunting Jedi survivors. And now that she knows who you are, she will not stop until she destroys you.
How do you know so much? And why'd you help me?
We track Imperial communications. We heard the Inquisitors were heading to Bracca, so we made our move.
Oh, yeah? And what's the bounty on Jedi these days anyway?
That's gratitude for you.
Look, I get it. You've been surviving on your own for so long that it's impossible to trust anyone. And it's what's kept you alive. But this is about something bigger than just surviving.
Like what?
Like rebuilding the Jedi Order.
Yeah, that doesn't even happen in the movies.
Anybody else?
Oh, we're not good enough for you?
Yeah, this is
Jedi
kind of
Council.
okay.
They're gone.
Yeah, Obi-Wan went to Tatooine. Yoda went to Dagobah.
So I'm all you've got.
And then whatever happened to the 20 other characters in the expanded universe.
Captain, set a course for Bogano.
And if you watch the Clone Wars, a few other people survived a little bit longer
In
too.
the meantime, try and relax. Go, you're safe. For now.
Like Ahsoka, she's around somewhere from the Clone Wars, which I'll admit, she's probably one of the few additions to the Star Wars mythos that I actually like, you know. Ahsoka's pretty cool. I like her. I didn't get to watch Rebels, but I heard she had a pretty cool, had some pretty cool scenes in that show.
Calico! You were talking in your sleep. Weirdo.
Calling the kettle black, dude. I'm trying to think who else. There's a couple of Jedi and Clone Wars that survived that apparently in the books survived a bit longer too. Forgot his name though. The Mantis. So we survived our encounter on the junk planet or whatever you want to call it. We've been rescued by a bunch of slack-jawed yokels. No, some interesting people. A crazy lady and a small pilot. They want to help rebuild the Jedi Order, but we know for sure that doesn't happen until after the 6th movie. And unfortunately, I don't even know what the official canon anymore. In the expanded universe, Luke does start the Jedi Order back again if you play a Jedi Outcast and Jedi Academy. You get a bit more on that, but unfortunately, those aren't canon anymore. Now they're called Legends. But anyway, sorry. It's one of those things. I still like Star Wars, but the recent movies have kind of turned me off to that type of stuff. You know, probably like a lot of fans that like that too. But anyway, for first impressions for this game, for right now, I'm hooked into it. I definitely want to see how this guy escaped Order 66, how he'll survive, what his role in the story is, and how it'll come to an end. So, will we meet some classic characters, some new ones, become strong in the Force by the end of it? Well, I don't know. I guess if I decide to do my how it ends episode, like after I beat this game, maybe I'll show you. But yeah, if I'm definitely gonna keep playing it for sure, you know, and get to the end because I'm invested here. And like I said, Star Wars, it's hard to look away from that. So hopefully you enjoyed my first impressions on it. If you haven't played the game again, or if you haven't played the game yet, hopefully this will give you a reason to play it. I think it's worth the effort. And Respawn games, people who made this have a pretty, despite working for EA, have a pretty good track record when it comes to games and everything like that. So it's definitely worth giving them a consideration. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.